Welcome to Ikenai Kanojo no Otetsudai, Chapter 15. I'm Aiden, and who are you?
I am Chapter 15, 1-5 Ichigo, dude. That's me, Tom.
Tom, alright. Tomago,
Yeah.
as in egg.
Yes.
You're Eggy.
Wow.
Face reveal.
Yeah. Who's Eggy?
He's a Twitter guy.
Oh, okay.
You don't know Eggy?
No, I'm picturing, what's he called? Humpty Dumpty, that's it.
Yeah, it's basically like Humpty Dumpty.
Okay, cool. So, quick aside, already tangenting what I was talking about Ichigo. He's 15 years old, I do believe, right? In Bleach.
Yeah, but it looks like he's 30.
Yeah, of course. But on his door, it says 1-5. And a less, or rather, a more ignorant viewer might surmise that's his age, right? Oh, he's 15, so he's got 15 on his door. Wrong. That's Ichigo, dude. That's how you say 1-5.
Wow. Big brain.
I know, right? I noticed like this is a trend in shonen, I guess, because I'm watching Hitman Reborn right now. The guy's name is Tsuna, and he's got a 2-7 on his gloves. 2 is Tsu, and then Na is like Nana for like 7. Wow. Already learning, and we're not even on page 1.
Oh my god. We're the number one educational Japanese manga scanlation podcast in the world. The only one, I think. So that's default.
We're also the least educational by that metric.
Here we have our adorable mouth yokai. This picture actually looks like it was drawn by a different person. Maybe it's just because we never see her from this angle, but she looks different.
Yeah, like the outline of the face does look kind of different, like the nose to the chin area.
Mm-hmm.
I like here, speaking of her face, her back face here, I like how the tongue is sticking out in that middle panel. I think it's really adorable when the tongue sticks out. I mean, the face itself is pretty like grotesque in its own right, but the tongue is kind of funny. It's kind of cute, like a dog, you know, like a stupid tiny dog where they have their tongue sticking out all the time.
Uh-oh, we find she's missing her scrunchie, which ties her hair up to conceal her mouth so that nobody sees it. She's just been walking around. That's like the equivalent of wearing no pantsu for yokai girl.
Probably, yeah. In the bottom panel, we've got her classic Velma impersonation where I can't see without my scrunchie.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kind of glimpse into my autism, like when I'm proofreading, initially in that last bubble, the words were like kind of flipped. It's hard to, how would you explain that? Like they were horizontally flipped, so like top left was like the first one, and then down right. You know,
yeah.
Can you explain that in real words?
No.
Okay,
but I think
can't
we
either.
know what you mean.
Yeah. So then I had to move them to where the top right is now where it starts.
So this is kind of interesting. Her scrunchie has been passed down for generations. Is that a thing? Did they have scrunchies back in the past?
I mean, at least her parents' generation, no doubt. I don't know when the scrunchie was first invented, but since this is like a magically enchanted one, maybe, I don't know, maybe it predates normal scrunchies.
We see in the text bubble here, it's like, what kind of family heirloom is a scrunchie? It reminds me of Racketeer, where the NPCs will come in and be like, this is a family heirloom passed down for generations. Hopefully you'll give me a good price on it. And it's like a piece of bread.
It's not like, even like a Jesus toast.
No,
just a piece of bread.
A piece of bread or like a cupcake or something, or like literally a piece of garbage. Like
that alone makes me interested in playing the game.
It's a great game.
It's not my kind of game at all, but I love that detail.
I started watching Red Letter Media this year, and they apparently did a podcast for video games. Like a Let's Play series and a video game review, but they stopped doing it and people got upset. But they were getting really good views on it. And one of the games they did was Racketeer. And so it's interesting to see them go through it.
Because I don't know them that well, but I think that they're kind of normie-ish.
Yeah.
In terms of not in terms of movies, but like in terms of like media. I would not expect them to play a deep cut game like Racketeer.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it like at least Mike is big into Star Trek, and so is Rich, and like that kind of comes with the territory of also video games.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'll take your word for it.
As much as I do, and it's Rich and the bald guy. I don't know his name, Mr. Clean.
I don't know any of their names. Yeah, I barely could recognize a couple of their faces if you showed them to me. So like these few pages kind of had me like realizing something about myself. I think I have some kind of weird pathology, like. Where I find girls in like distressed situations really adorable.
No, that's everybody. That's like the baseline. Like that's where the white knight syndrome comes in, because you want to protect the girl. Yeah, that's like hard coded. Like
shoot. And I guess like cute animals and stuff too, and like babies. Yeah, shoot. Yeah. I guess I'm normal after all.
Yeah, we are the normies. And I like the chibi form of the mouth here.
You could barely even see it.
I can. I have like chibi radar.
Oh, nice.
And so she's going to cover up her hair with a rubber band now. And see, here's a cute picture of her. It's like,
it's adorable.
I can count on you to back me up, right? It's like, see, he's winning her over to the harem. And here we see our favorite lovable punching bag. Why is she with you and not with me? Because previously, didn't he confess to her or something?
Yeah. Yep. Before Yohei even met Kuchiki, Umekichi had told him that he confessed to her. So it's like, before he even knew that the character existed, Umekichi's like, look, bro, don't do this to me. And then, of course, he had to do it to him.
And that whole chapter was like him getting ultra cucked and like destroyed. That was a great one. You got to go reread that and then watch our episode of it. That was a great episode.
So, curiously, so the last episode got lost due to technical difficulties, but we pointed out that Umekichi...
Acts of God is what we like to say in the business.
Yes, indeed. We pointed out that in that chapter, Umekichi was back. He had triumphantly returned from his jumping out of the building, the third-story window injuries.
He had a neck brace, right?
Some kind of bandages or something. But now it looks like he's completely healed. That's really impressive. I know like kids heal faster, but not that fast.
Is this the next day? This could be a week later. We don't know what they're up to.
That's a good point.
Like the manga just highlights exciting days. It doesn't necessarily cover every day.
I mean, every day is exciting when you have a harem of like monster and or ghost girls. I mean, come on.
Oh, and here her back mouth is back talking him and saying, "Oh, you're a nuisance."
She's so distressed too. It doesn't match at all with her face. It's kind of funny.
And it's like this girl comes up to Umekichi. He's like, "Oh, did you forget who I am?" It's like, "You're Megami Sam, my girlfriend." And don't forget it. Like he's sitting there flirting with the girls, like right where the girl is right there.
Well, he's I want to say he's a player, but since he loses,
he's more like not simp because he's not pathetic, but
I mean he is, but not in that way. I don't know. It's hard to describe because it's not a common trope where maybe it is like Brock kind of, but Brock never had a girlfriend.
Yeah, not until the end, and then he left to stay with the family. I think.
Oh wow, very trad.
I think that's how. Yeah. Well. It wasn't his family. He was raising my wife's boyfriend's son or something. I don't know because I think she had. I don't really remember. It's been like over a decade. Have we even seen her before?
Yeah, in like chapter 1 or 2.
Yeah, like just briefly because I didn't recognize her. But
right, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't because she's a very minor side character.
Here we go back to another fan favorite side character, our JoJo man over here with Yu Yu Hakusho hair.
Yeah. Okay, like a pompadour, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kuwabara's hair.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking like Yusuke. I was like, he kind of has like a little bit in some chapters,
No, I was thinking Kuwabara.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with air quotes on this page because like I don't know muscle names that well. And he's talking to his muscles. It's kind of like the gimmick. But some of them are supposed to be like name-sounding names that he uses. Like it's supposed to... Like the implication here is that he's talking to people. Like pet coon. See, obviously it doesn't really translate well.
He's talking to his muscles.
Yeah. So that was a really tough one to do.
So it looks like from this panel, the middle one, it looks like he's doing overhead press. And it looks like he's doing 45, 25, and 10. And with like you quote unquote make it when you do one plate OHP, which is 45 pounds. So he's blasting away. Imagine doing that's like almost 2 plate OHP.
So I have to assume that he switched exercises or something because to me it looks more like a deadlift based on the bottom panels. That's kind of what my kind of guess was.
Well, see, it looks like he dropped it. So he's dropped it down, but we see in the middle panel where he's got it over his hand.
You're right. That does look strange. But then he's like talking to his hamstrings, which I think that's probably what the muscle is. I don't know Japanese muscles.
Oh no. If it's his hamstrings, that's in his legs. So maybe he was doing squats. He had the bar on his shoulders. He's doing squats.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Which in that case, it's not that impressive to do that way. it's still,
Yeah.
We could both do more, but I commend him for doing that way. I think, it's respectable.
Sure, yeah.
What's this? It's the scrunchie on his hand. But she throws the weight. That looks like a 25-pounder or something like that.
And that's yokai strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do they actually make like towel scrunchy things like that?
They don't look like that, but they make like towel wristbands.
I've seen like wristbands, baseball or basketball players use those all the time.
Yeah, it's like that. They don't normally look like that. Oh, we see Hanako is like, oh yeah, I remember that. What I do with it?
I like that expression a lot. Like the top right.
Yeah.
It's like she's such a sleazeball.
Oh, and here we're introduced to Oni-san, teacher lady. That's the one that means older woman, right?
No, but technically we've been introduced to her before in a previous chapter.
But it was just for a little bit. We didn't get to talk to her.
That's true. Yohei had not interacted with her.
And as the main character, that's who we self-insert as. So we haven't met her yet.
Yes.
Oh, she's confiscating it because it's too gaudy. That seems like more of a taste issue rather than...
Okay, that's probably just a bad word choice. It was supposed to be like flashy or something.
Flashy would have been way more appropriate.
Yeah, you're right. Whatever. This is the dangers of having me proofread. But I mean, she seems like really strict. I did not get that impression from the previous chapter with her in there. Like I thought she was kind of like incompetent or like easily flustered. You know, like that kind of feel.
Well, that's why she puts on a front of like being extra strict. That's a trope.
That makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Here we see her talking about a hair color. I'll be in big trouble without the scrunchie. Please, please, please. And then she's troubled. And then Yohei, it's like it's fine. I can do without. And he's like, no, can't have that.
Well, because she's about to say something that she really shouldn't. That's kind of why she's like, let's get out of here. You know, like, well, cut out that last sentence fragment.
And then boom, he goes to... does he know what he's doing here? Or was that just...
I don't know. He's got to know because he knows of her condition, like her yokai blood or whatever. But I don't know that he knows that spiral technique or whatever is what you do.
It's like boom, boom. Eyes pop out everywhere. It's 300 erogenous zones.
Yes.
As we can see by her expression. And then boom. How'd you know that? It's like, oh, Hanako told me all about your perverted, all spots all over.
Yeah. And
then here's the remote control. What is that supposed to mean?
It's for the vibrators. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
So, the teacher lost a couple of her eyes in the previous chapter.
And then she put,
vibrators in the fake eyes. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And then, like, kind of like a boss, he's like, look, we could have really messed you up here. So we'll be taking that scrunchie.
Well, you know, that's a fair trade. The remote control for the scrunchie.
It is. But, you know, there's a power dynamic there that he's clearly violating, showing that he is, in fact, more powerful.
Yeah, he's dominating
That's
her.
what I'm saying, yeah.
He's putting her in her place.
It's very Chad.
Yeah. And then she'll join the harem as well.
Yeah, eventually, I would think. And then she's so... enamored with Yohei's masculinity, his display of dominance, that she's like, hey, I'll go buy you McDonald's, let's go.
And then boom, here we go to the big guy for you. Scanlations, in page. Where's your mask? You're not wearing it. It's gone. Now I'm gonna catch the coronavirus.
Yeah. So here's I'm predicting. Don't let me down, guys. It'll be too late, but I'm predicting half the comments will be about this end page because it's topical and it's funny, and I really hope that somebody's like, how come Rinko's not wearing a mask?
And then somebody's also like, no, she's wearing her mask. Because if you don't know, she has a back head in the page.
Yeah, they'll say that too. And also, I'm expecting a lot of big guy puns or, Bane posts.
Yeah, when I first saw the mask, I was like, oh, there could have been worked into something. Like,
yeah.
Like, it could have been like, if I take that mask off, will you get sick? It would be very contagious.
Yeah, but
for you.
I was going more for like a parody of the actual events in the manga. Yeah. And how many like Bane posts end pages have there been? Like 30 now. I think we've done it. It's retired.
Let's check out these comments.
Only 18. Never mind. I take back everything I said.
The Goat Rider says it's a one-of-a-kind Corona scrunchie. Yes, that's true. Randomizer says that coronavirus joke was ingenious. I ate and take full credit. You're welcome.
Yo, based except for what you just said.
I just made this comment says they're gonna get their asses to Mickey D boy. Okay.
Very true. So I almost said let's go get burgers. I'll treat.
Yeah.
But they actually like say like maku.
Do they have a circle in one of the letters?
No.
Oh wow.
But I think that the actual slang is like makudo. For like Donald's, but this was without the dough, so maybe it's even slangier. I don't know.
Terrasone says, I never realized his hair is actually white. It looks like he's building up quite the bizarre harem. The teacher character too, maybe.
Based.
Umechiki somehow got a girlfriend? Well, now he's lost her. Yeah, well, he's had her this whole time.
Yeah.
She's just been in the background.
And I'm pretty sure the only interaction that it showed between them was a very similar one. So I think she's here to stay.
Only Reads Romance says, I can't be the only one who thought that last panel was going to be a Bane joke. Yes.
Well, whatever.
Tom let us down.
No, I subverted your expectations.
Yeah, that's part of comedy.
Yes.
Virtue says, "Oh, this lad building his own crazy harem." Yes, that's true. We could all use that. Gouter says, "Oh, the last panel was her inner thoughts. Like the heart attack."
Was it? I don't even remember. I remember it as being what she said out loud, but I like his interpretation a lot better, and I hope that that's accurate.
Starburst 98 says, "Serves you right, Umi. Oh wow, boy got game. How many yokai panties will be soaked by the end?"
So has there not been a chapter yet between those two characters, like Kuchiki and Yohei? I could have sworn, like, what about the toothbrushing one? Everyone's commenting now like this is the first time that she's been introduced into the harem.
They didn't say that, but it's just progress with her.
That's true.
And if she's your favorite character,
true,
then it's like, oh, it's progress. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So it's like with Fire Emblem, you have different events. So this is like the next rank of
tea time
of S-Link. Yeah. Abu Harajar says, "Oh, so this is the teacher yokai that was foreshadowed in chapter 10, and who Hanako shoved a vibrator in. Actually, 2 eye-shaped vibrators. Mm-hmm. Now that I think of it, this author actually does keep track and revisits his lore. Quite unusual for a comedy series. He has been very consistent in his overarching meta-narrative. Umchiki has real-life effects. It's quality. You're right. It is. It normally after every, like if this was a 2 love route, it would reset." Piha says, "New girl is suddenly all gone. Weird timing." Who's the new girl?
Yeah, you already forgot. The childhood friend. And that's kind of a good point.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was just doing something else today.
Was she in the last chapter?
Yes.
I thought so, too, yeah. I guess, there's more and more girls, and as they get added, you can't have them all in every chapter.
Rinko was barely in this. I don't think she even said anything, except maybe like 2 panels.
Yeah, and same with Hanako, really.
Yeah, she was just in the 1 panel.
Mm-hmm.
Random fan guy says, "Kuchiki is a cutie, even if her inner thoughts are kind of rude." But that's kind of like all women.
That's kind of well, except she's saying them, so you know.
Yeah, that's a difference. It's actually more endearing because you know how she hates you instead of just like having to guess. Like, why are you mad at me?
Or alternatively, when she falls for you, then you know it for sure.
Oh yes,
just true. Like the "let's go to McDonald's, I'll give you a treat" or whatever.
I have to read this guy's name is their face win no succubus GF.
What's that feel one?
What'd I say?
Their face one. It's that feel one. It's never their face one.
MFW is my face win.
I know. And that's why a lot of people get tripped up.
No, you're beaming me.
I swear to God.
I think it works for both.
Hand on the Bible, dude.
I think it works for both.
Maybe if you're on like knowyourmeme.com.
Hold on. I saw it down here. Look. TFW is slang for that feel win. That feeling win or that face win.
It's not. Well, then you would need a face. And
you don't need a face.
That doesn't make sense because you would say my face one. Trust me, dude.
No, their face. No, it's okay. It's like, look at their faces.
No, you will be forever wiser if you just trust me on this one.
No, it works both ways.
Well, since we know for sure that it makes sense with that feel one, I would suggest when you read his name, you would say that feel one.
Whatever.
Do what you
anyway,
want. It's your reputation.
He says, "Tell me about Kuchiki-chan. Why does she wear the mask?" It is a good comment. Just for lol says, "When did Umi-chan get a girlfriend? Did I miss something in the earlier chapters?" Yes, I think it's chapter 1 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2, definitely.
Tamerlan says, "Umi-chan, did you forget who I am?" Or no, you're Megumi-san, my girlfriend. And don't forget it. Okay, that one got me. I love that pairing already. Yeah, we should see more of them. They're a good little pair like that. Yeah. I don't see what she sees in him, but
she might be a piece of garbage too, and like he's the best she can do. Who knows?
She was pretty cute.
Maybe they're childhood friends.
Oh, yeah.
Could be something like that.
We need more backstory lore on them.
So. Wait for the spinoff, like how, like Takagi-san or whatever has like spinoffs. Yeah, except for this one.
I want a Nagatoro spinoff.
Yeah. No, wait, no.
All right, you guys, that's it for the comments. Thank you for listening, watching, reading, all the things you're going to do. Thank you for consuming.
Oh, I hate that meme, and I apologize for perpetuating it.
That'll be the title of this. We consume scrunchies or something. Yeah, that's bad.
That'll need some punch up for sure.
All right, guys, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Leave a comment. See you next week.
Yep, see ya.